And this is a piece you're filming on your Advanced Scout? Yeah. Come on, guys. I don't see the Advanced Scout in this footage.
No, it's not. We were trying to get some field perspective. My bad.
That's not the field.
Believe that.
I don't know why you would think you could take that.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Sorry. But I can delete this right here for you.
Damage is done, my friend.
No, it isn't, because we deleted it.
Once it gets deleted, that's why it's gone.
22 yards line,
gone.
29 yards on the punt.
I can't
No
get that
return,
footage.
29 yards.
There's no way I can get that footage back. I'm being honest with you. And I don't have a computer to even put it anywhere. Once this card's, that's it.
Yeah, I don't see the Advanced Scout in any of this video they're shooting.
You know, there's going to be a lot of sports radio shows today that are going to start with Patriots news. A lot of them. A lot of them. But I'm not going to allow the first piece of Patriots news we talk about to be anything but those rat bastards getting caught by our guy. All right? The best security guard in all the damn NFL. Cincinnati Bengals security guard. His name escapes me. But he is the man, the myth, the legend who created an entity, a brand on this show. Damage is done, my friend.
Damage is done, my friend.
It's funny because you hear the video guy explaining, and then right before he starts talking, you hear like a chuckle. Like, really, dude?
No, we could delete it.
Oh, no, we could delete it. Really? Oh, can we?
Wait, just imagine if that worked anywhere. You get caught with a little baggie of goodies in your car, and you go, you know what? When I pass the next garbage can, I can just throw this away. You get caught with an item walking out of the store. You know what? I can just put this right on the counter right here.
We work for the Patriots website, and we're doing something on the Advanced Scout. He goes, oh, yeah? How come I don't see the Advanced Scout anywhere on the video?
Which is amazing because
Busted.
He wouldn't even know who the Advanced Scout is. This is just random. This is just random guy. If he can tell something looks a little shady, just imagine with the real people who are looking for that stuff.
That's happened to me at the Heat games where I've looked at some guys just sitting in the media seats next to me, and I'm looking at it says Scout. I'm like, really? You're supposed to tell me who a good basketball player is?
I tell you, one of the things that started right around the time when I was a rookie, and you could say probably when Belichick started coaching, is self-scouting. And this is throughout sports. Most of the time, your scouts would scout other teams. And then around that time, teams started having scouts to scout themselves. That means scout your tendencies, what formations, what stuff like that, so that coaches would have that information from week to week so they didn't, become predictable.
Well, I love it. The Patriots were hit with some. I gotta tell you, look, it's not Spygate. This isn't cheating during the Super Bowl. They were cheating against the worst team in the league. That's who they got caught cheating against. I think pretty appropriate. Hit them with over $1 million. Took a 3rd-round pick.
By the way, there is no team that cherishes 2nd and 3rd round picks more than the Patriots.
Yeah.
You want to hurt the Patriots?
Really hit them.
Give them 3 first-rounders.
Yeah.
And make them not be able to trade them.
Yeah, like Belichick's probably thinking to himself, we know the routine. We know Crafty. We know the routine. They get to take a 1st-round pick. He's like, yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And then they get the punishment. It's like 3rd-round pick. He's like, damn it. Did not see that one coming.
Yep.
Let's get to headlines.
This is WAXYAM South Miami and WSFS-FM HD2 Miramar, a radio.com sports station.
Which is brought to you by the Ryan Fields Downstairs Convenience Stores. Truly steps beyond convenient. The Patriots, they lost a third-round pick. They got fined over $1 million. And their TV crew is banned from filming games all this season.
Yeah, well, trust me. They'll give them disguises. They'll find another way.
And now you're going to have, like, the mascot.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to mysteriously have a video in his glasses or something.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. Trust me. It's coming. Whatever move it is, they can't help themselves. So there's that. What else we got, Robbie?
Oh, yeah, and they did sign Cam Newton.
Oh, yeah. Huh. I hate them. God, I hate them so much. You know what I hated the most about it?
Wait.
You know what I
ask
hate?
you a question, just out of curiosity? There is 32 teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right? All of them don't necessarily need a quarterback.
Yeah.
All of them, probably don't have a scheme that could accommodate what Cam Newton does. So that limits your teams to maybe, say, 10 teams, right? The Patriots being one of them. Why are they wrong for trying to sign him? Like, it wasn't like he had a whole bunch of options, and that was a clear option to everybody in football.
You're misunderstanding me. Here's what annoys me about it.
What annoys you?
I hate the fact that they sign him and immediately it's genius. Can't miss. Now, mind you, this is what everybody was talking about a week ago. Every Sully, Murph, and O'Keefe was telling you, we got Stidham. All right, Chris Sims says he's the best quarterback we have, best talent in all of the division. And they're like, they didn't need a star quarterback because Belichick, he's going to coach the way. And then they go sign Cam Newton. Genius. They waited until the market was dry. There's no way this doesn't work out. And you get him on revenge tour. I'm just like, they just can't. Everybody, I sit up there, I listen to Schefter, and Schefter's like, classic Patriots maneuver. I'm just like, make me barf. Enough already.
You're saying that there's a Tobin in New England?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No. Yes, it is. Because you're the only guy I know that talks about revenge tours.
Oh, the revenge tours was left and right. Everybody was talking. Nobody. Here's the thing. Nobody had the guts yesterday to go on television. And I'm not saying, maybe nobody believes this, but nobody, after a man who was a former MVP, wasn't signed by anybody, had to go sign a basement bargain deal with the Patriots. Nobody had any cojones yesterday to go up on SportsCenter and say, I don't think it's going to work out. Everybody was like, "Whoo boy," because they.
Wait a minute.
Everybody,
Are you familiar
Leroy.
with sports? Let me ask you a question. When the Heat had the big three,
Yeah.
how many guys did they sign to bargain deals because they wanted to be a part of a winner?
I mean, they signed a bunch.
Okay, so why can't it be that?
Because
Why
nobody.
can't it be? Wait, the best chance for Cam Newton to ever sign a big contract again, right, is to do one or two things: ball out or win. Now, I don't know about you, but in the last 20 years in football, if that is what you want to do, what team do you sign with? New England.
Sure.
Okay, so why is this such a shock?
Because first of all, it's a shock because it took so long. Like
What? There was no pressure.
He's been out there.
Football wasn't being played. Camp wasn't being played.
Nothing.
Nobody was in camp. You couldn't even go to the facility. What was the rush?
Nothing was going on.
Right,
Nothing has changed. Now all of a sudden, you go and you pull a Cam Newton out of your hat. It's a little bit fishy.
No, something. You know what? Here's why it happened now. Because as you would say, business is about to pick up. So from that standpoint, hey, let's get our little ducks in a row. Hey, Cam, here's what we have to offer: culture, winning ways, and we have Stidham. Now, like, wait, now, I'm more than sure that when they asked the Patriots, how do you feel about your quarterback position? Oh, we think Stidham is one of the best. We think he's a young up-and-comer.
Right.
But then when they talk,
Yeah.
hey, Cam, you need to come here because this gives you the best opportunity to play because starting in front of you as of right now is Stidham.
I'm with you.
So they played both sides of the fence there.
Who's made fun of Stidham more than me?
Right.
But, like, what happened? What happened? Because we were just talking. You guys were just telling me this guy was going to be fine, that he was the guy. And now all of a sudden, we're gonna go kick the tires on a former league MVP. I thought you had your guy.
If I make you New England, would you not do that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But that just shows that you were all bull bleeping on Stidham.
No, that shows you want to do everything you can to win. Well, okay. Now, let me ask you this: if you have that much confidence in Stidham, right, and you bring in Cam Newton to kick the tires because it didn't cost you a lot of money, it's a win-win.
Nah, it's not a win-win because you bring in Stidham. If you bring in Cam Newton to face Stidham, you know Stidham's not good enough because you're not going to have the distraction of Cam Newton being the backup as soon as
MVP is a distraction.
100%. Because he's a superstar. So as soon as Stidham throws an interception, now all of a sudden everybody's going to be going, we got to bring in Cam Newton. And there's nothing Belichick hates more than distractions.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Like we still doing that?
Oh yeah.
Like with New England? Like you think the fans are still questioning what Bill Belichick does after the last 20 years?
Dude, they're Bostonians. They question everything.
All right. I got you. I'm just saying. Like it I can't believe people on TV and I can't believe we're sitting here right now and we're shocked that Cam Newton signed with New England for a bargain basement price.
I'm just annoyed.
We saw it coming.
I'm just annoyed that everything they do gets to be worshipped. Everything. Here they are going around cheating left and right. Classic news dump. What they do is they sign Cam Newton on the day that they're going to get hit with all these sanctions. And they're just like, well, no one's going to talk about that. And they're right. No one's going to talk about that. Everyone's going to talk about Cam Newton today. It's going to be a football topic all week. People are going to be talking about, hey, this is how Bill Belichick shows he's better than Tom Brady. He goes and he coaches Cam.
At 6 o'clock and 30 seconds, you were nowhere near that Cam Newton signing. Nowhere near it. It was like the ice on the bottom of a refreshment.
Because I'm not going to allow them to get away with it, Leroy. I'm not going to allow my show to be led by the Cam Newton news. What needs to be covered is they're cheaters again and that they got punished and they got what they deserved.
And
Damage is done, my friend.
Nobody cares.
You want to care.
I want somebody. Stephen A. Smith's not going to talk about it today.
You're like, this is real to me, damn it.
Let me look. Oh. So what's the top story on ESPN today? Oh, sources: Cam Newton signs 1-year deal with the Patriots.
It's still real to me, damn it.
That's it. All the cheating, all the
nobody cares.
Nobody. You're right.
Skip Bayless not talking about it.
There's probably future betting on what kind of hat Cam will wear this first press conference. And
you think that's not his contract that he can't wear those stupid hats?
Oh no! Look, let me tell you about how New England works. Like, they'll let you get your feet wet
Patriots
with all your fancy stuff, but eventually, right? Here's how that conversation's gonna go. Cam, after practice, come see me. We want you to be the leader. You're a league MVP. You've played in a Super Bowl. We've won 6 Super Bowls. Okay, so it's a good fit. But we need you to lead with not only what you do on the field, but your actions off the field. That's it. Now you do what you need to do.
So you think that gets to... So then, wait. So Belichick says that, and then somebody says translation, that means no stupid hats?
But it just says dress the part. Don't come here like a clown. Right?
Did anybody dress like did anybody dress like a clown when you played with Belichick?
It was a little bit different back then. It wasn't, people wore the nice suits or whatever, and from team to team it varied.
Not like him.
No. I'm saying, but the times were different, right? Because we had Jerry Ball one time. He wore a purple suit. He looked like a giant grape.
The Better Call Saul suits.
Yeah, you're right.
So we got the news yesterday. The Patriots have signed Cam Newton. Everybody's going nuts. This is going to be the story of the week. Trust me. Patriots did it. They got themselves a star quarterback. Cam was just sitting there in silence. And by the way, everybody's now saying they back, baby. Because people were thinking down season, and now Cam Newton's their quarterback, Leroy, and all bets are off. They're ready. They're ready. They're gonna go run this bleep.
Here you go. Let's ask this question. Would you be shocked if Cam Newton's not even a starter?
Yes, I would be shocked.
Okay. Based on what? Wait. Based on what? Because if you look at the quarterback in that he's played the last few years, he's been banged up.
Agreed.
But it hasn't been that good.
Agreed. But the reason I would say that is I don't think Belichick makes that move
if he's not going to be the starter.
If he's not going to start it, because I think that he knows Cam Newton being benched or Cam Newton not being the starter is a distraction. And if there's one thing that Belichick hates more than honest football, it's distractions.
You think Cam Newton would be a distraction on the Patriots if he wasn't starting?
I think Cam Newton not playing over Jared Stidham is a distraction, especially if Stidham has a bad game, which he inevitably will because he's Jared Stidham.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, if I take...
Why do you think Brian Hoyer's had a job for the last decade?
Hold on. If I take what you've said...
Yeah.
Is it possible that I could apply those same comments to Tom Brady when he took over? You understand what I'm saying?
You talking about for taking over
when
Bledsoe?
When he took over for Bledsoe.
6-rounder. Not the same.
Yes, but okay, they needed him to play out of necessity.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have, and he was just holding it down until the quarterback got back. But the comments that you're making are solely based on you not seeing him play and know what he could do. Because I promise you, there's a lot of people who thought the Patriots had no chance with Tom Brady because they hadn't seen him. Can we at least just see the guy play?
No.
Or no?
No, because I don't think
you've already made the assumption that he sucks.
Don't you always think that these guys have more information than all of us all the time?
Yes.
They know. So do you pull this trigger if you truly believe he can start for your team?
Okay, but
I don't think so.
What I'm saying to you is this: what has Cam Newton done in the last 2 or 3 years that would warrant you signing him to be a starter? Maybe it's all injury related. That's fine. Maybe. But what type of football has he played for you to say, gotta have him?
Not good, but here's the thing I would say. I would say injured, and it's not like they've given him the best weapons.
All that's valid, but at the end of the day, he's not in a place right now where he goes to a team and they just give him the job. That means that regardless of what people think, Stidham is not out of the running for the starting job.
Okay, but if you had to guess, though, you would say Cam Newton's probably starting. Like, legitimately, they probably
I would say 60-40, and the 60 is Cam only because of what he's done in the past, not of what he's done recently.
He's got the best resume in the division, for sure.
Yeah.
He's got the best resume.
Best resume in the division, but you still say he's the number 2 quarterback.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's not Tua. He's not Tua.
Well, hey, how about this,
bro? Can I
ask you a question?
Complete some passes.
Would it be okay to put a former MVP and a guy who's actually played NFL football at a high level, been to a Super Bowl, ahead of a guy who's never thrown an NFL pass? Would it be okay to do that? Can can you, with your conscience,
Would I be mad?
with your conscience, could you please at least put the MVP and the Super Bowl participating quarterback ahead of a guy who's never thrown a pass?
Well, look, I wasn't mad that Chris Sims had Cam Newton ahead of Tua Tagovailoa on his top 40 list. Now, he had him 10th overall, which is, whew.
Again, all I'm saying is this. If it were any other team, if I would take Cam Newton, put him on the Dolphins, and New England had Stidham, where would Cam Newton be? 1, right? You would put Cam Newton above Stidham because you say he's hardly played.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Here we go. Hey.
I don't know.
I thought the bar was at 4 feet. I went to jump and you moved it up to 5.5 feet.
Perhaps. I don't know. I can't say what
perhaps.
Perhaps.
When have you used the phrase perhaps?
You like to live in the land of hypotheticals, all right? I like to live in the world of reality.
Yeah, okay, let's go with reality.
Okay.
We have one quarterback who's played in the Super Bowl and was the MVP, and one quarterback who has not thrown, has no NFL stats.
Yeah, but what are we talking about? Are we Doc Brown? Are we living Back to the Future? Or are we living in the present? What are we doing? All right?
I'm going with facts.
Let me ask you something.
That's facts.
Let me ask you something. Who do you think Bill Belichick would rather have?
No, that's a different question.
It's not a different question. Who would he rather have? Would he rather have Cam Newton or Tua Tagovailoa?
He'd rather have Tua.
Of course. Want to know why?
The
best quarterback in the division. Texter writes in, silly sauce overload. Even I have to admit, and I love Tua, but there's no way you can put Cam Newton in front of a guy who has not thrown a pass. What a lovely day for a watering.
I wish I could choke you, but you'll probably slither out of it.
No, but let's be honest.
No, let's not be honest. I feel better if you would not say let's be honest.
Who has the guts? Who has the guts to say that the Cam Newton thing's not going to work out? Because everybody's going to tell you it's going to work out because it's the Patriots, and it's bullcrap.
I did say this. In the last 2-3 years, he hasn't played good football.
Right.
For whatever reason. So to just assume was he 31?
31.
To just assume after all of the injuries that he's had that he's just going to come back and go back to old Cam Newton, it's a bit of a reach.
If he was
it's as much of a reach as you putting Tua ahead of him.
No, it's not as much. I think the thing is, though, you can't treat, like 31, if he was a quarterback, he'd be a baby. He'd have so many years left.
Right.
But he's not a regular quarterback. He's a running back.
Well, they can fix that. Like they can limit that based on the scheme of how they do things or whatever. See, I believe that Carolina just exploited him and didn't care. Right? Because there's a lot of situations at some point you got to say, hey, we got to do better at protecting our quarterback, either with weapons or what have you. And they didn't do that. New England's going to do a better job of that. But at the same time, guess what? I mean, there's nobody as good as Steve Smith that he'll ever be thrown to.
In New England?
Yeah.
No way.
Right. So he'll probably be a little more accurate.
Where's G-Reg with the third leg? Can they bring him in, Robbie? Is he retired or does he have a job?
No, he's in Seattle. They signed him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Oh, yeah, he had Will Ferrell take his meeting spot. I forgot about that. Now, Leroy, I don't know if you watched Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, but he did an entire segment featuring the Palm Beach County City Council and the Looney Tunes in my county who went before the board, and my God, it was embarrassing. But this was in Port St. Lucie.
Look, you know what's amazing? Now that I all put it together, were you at that meeting? Because that sounds like something you would do.
Oh, me?
Yes. Oh, of course.
Nah.
I deal with it every day.
No way.
Just, instead of mask, sports topics. I'm telling you.
Listen. This was in Port St. Lucie, and this gentleman is not happy about wearing masks. And he decided that he wanted to call out the city council, and here was his rant.
We are being lied to. Our freedoms are being taken forever, and I will not be muzzled like a mad dog. And I will not have my health destroyed because you idiots can't read truth. You go along with the lies that are the people who are trying to take down our freedoms and destroy our country. This is sick. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for being a part of this. And I will not be muzzled. And it's time for us to stand up for our freedoms. Because if we stand back and let these pieces of crap handle our freedoms, we will have nothing left. In fact, we'll end up being dead.
Amen. Hey, question.
Dude, it's with an amen.
Wait. Why did we all of a sudden enter the ring of the Wrestling Federation or something like that? Right? It's WWE. That's what it sounded like.
I will not be muzzled.
I think you got Putined.
We are being lied to. Our freedoms are being taken forever, and I will not be muzzled like a mad dog.
I will not be muzzled
like a mad dog. Who goes to these things and is just like, I'm going to go make a statement to the city council, and they're going to kill us.
They make it sound like if it wasn't for the mask, everything would be fine.
Whew. Unbelievable, man.
This is crap. Handle our freedoms, we will have nothing left. In fact, we'll end up being dead.
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen.
Amen, sir. Amen.
That's the guy that should get his ass kicked. The amen guy.
We are being...
I will not be muzzled.
Amen. Come on.
Let's get the headlines. What do we got, Robbie?
This is WAXYAM South Miami and WSFS-FM HD2 Miramar, a radio.com sports station.
Which is brought to you by the Orion Fuels and Downstairs Convenience Stores. Truly steps beyond convenience.
Somebody texted, I didn't know Oxnard Jim Duggan lived in Palm Beach County. That's St. Lucie County, sir.
I will not be muzzled.
Had a couple of people weigh in on your poll. You got at Panthers fan 87 who says, you can't ask this question, man. Cam was an MVP. Tua hasn't played a down.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Then we have.
I asked the question and I'm getting attacked.
Another guy writes in at Puffy0925. Unfortunately, as a Fins fan, it's Cam. Tua's going to be great, but let's remember, hasn't played one down of NFL football yet.
Wait a minute. Paul just stinks of South Florida bias. No, it doesn't.
First of all, it doesn't stink of South Florida bias. Currently, Tua is leading the poll, so it doesn't lead. He's leading 50.
Is it
55.
really?
Yeah, he's leading 55. That's why. Listen, that's why
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Those 55% of people, idiots.
Really?
That you would take a guy that's never played a down of football in the NFL over an MVP.
55% say Cam. 44% say.
That's not what you
45.
said. You
said
55% pick Tua. That's exactly what you said.
Is it? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. 55. 50, it's 55-45 right now in favor of Cam.
You can.
I will not be muzzled.
Wait, Robbie, like that. You couldn't even weasel out of it. You just said it.
Like a mad dog.
It shouldn't even be that close.
It's 55-45.
It's not here.
I'm
here,
guessing.
understand this.
Muzzled like a
it is not a knock on Tua. But you're telling me, let's get this on tape.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you would take to start your team right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or
start for the season.
Right. Or no. Any guy playing it down this year, both are healthy, okay, that you would take Tua over Cam.
Oh, yeah.
An MVP and a guy who's been in the Super Bowl, and is only 31 years old.
He is, but he's also beat the hell up. Like, what is healthy? He's coming into the year with a clean bill of health. He won't get banged up
that
again.
Means he'll be able to. That means that he can play without pain.
How can I guarantee that? That'd be like. So am I allowed to have a year of two?
Okay.
Hold on, I'm asking you a question. Hold on, Mean Gene. I'm asking you a question. Does that mean that I'm allowed to have Tua guaranteed health all year?
That's exactly what I put on my poll. Jeez.
Okay, I'm going Tua.
You know, there are moments in time where, you know why I have to remember stuff like this?
Dude, let me tell you
because
something right now.
in 2 days you will take the totally opposite stand.
Let me tell you something right now.
With somebody else.
Let me tell you something right now. If this story was Buffalo Bills,
and from telling me stuff for like 2-3 minutes.
If this story was the Buffalo Bills signed Cam Newton, nobody would think Cam Newton back. But because it's the Patriots, everybody thinks that Bill Belichick's going to, sprinkle his pixie dust over Cam Newton, and it's going to be all better. It's going to be 2015 all over again.
That's not why. Because if Buffalo were to sign him, they would think that they don't like Josh Allen. And that's not the case. You see what I mean?
I'm just saying in regards
to the Patriots needed a quarterback.
You're giving him the benefit of the doubt because you think everything works out for the Patriots. The same thing with going up. Yes.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because he was an MVP and played in the Super Bowl and he's been banged up.
Half a decade ago?
Half a decade?
Dude, they just
Robbie, record this because I'm telling you what. He's going to come up with a different player. He's going to come with a different player and make the same argument on the other side, and I'm going to say he hasn't done that in 10 years, and you're going to say he's got them guts. He can dial it up, right? You still think UD could average 10 and 5?
That mid-range jumper's wet, bro.
10 years ago, it was wet.
If it wasn't for Rudy Gay's
-1.
foot, he'd still be getting buckets like on the reg. Okay? Show respect. And here's the other thing. With Cam Newton, I like Cam Newton a lot, all right? And I think it's disrespectful that he's in this position.
But you're getting ready to say but.
But the only reason people have no doubt in their mind that this is going to work out is because he went to the Patriots.
No, I'm not even saying. I'm making this argument based on pedigree only and the fact that one guy has not thrown an NFL pass. Not throwing an NFL pass. That's it. That's all I'm basing it on. Because guess what? Would you take Ben Roethlisberger over Tua?
No. Old fat.
And he's more banged up than Cam.
No, I got my guy.
How many quarterbacks have had Tommy John surgery?
I don't know. It doesn't sound very common.
That's not even to mention. Let's keep it real. Dude does not take care of his body at all. He ain't on no TB12.
Oh, no. Cam's in great shape.
Okay. There's a lot of things Cam has going for him.
Yeah, but hold on. But it's just the thing that drives me nuts about it.
You're trying to make this a New England thing. I'm not making it a New England thing.
Yes.
I'm making it a quarterback thing.
Maybe so, but that's the thing that drives me nuts about it is because it's New England, there's no room to question, hey, is this going to work out? No, because it's the Patriots. Everybody thinks, going to work out.
Don't you get the benefit of the doubt when you won 6 Super Bowls?
Well, make up your mind. How is it going to work out? Because you guys already told me that Stidham was the guy and that they had their guy. He was going to be the heir apparent and that they only go homegrown guys. And then they go completely the opposite of that and get the biggest.
They only go homegrown guys.
They had this whole stat up yesterday. They had this whole stat up yesterday on SportsCenter. They had like 400 straight starts of a homegrown quarterback because they had Brady and Castle and Brissett and what's his face, old handsome fella, Jimmy G. So they've had that for 400 straight starts, and they were like, Patriots only go homegrown quarterbacks. That was their thing. And now they go the complete opposite of that, and they're like, well, this is obviously going to work out too. Because that's what drives me. You know what drives me nuts too? We were talking yesterday on our group text. We had our boy Beast chime in, and he's already weighing in with the fake reverse. This is not going to work. He's washed. I'm not falling for it. Every O'Keefe who tries to hit me with, we'll see if he's got it. No. Now, I will say, Cam, listen, hard times for you being in that market when you throw an interception, brother. Like, it's gonna be tough because we know how they feel up there. I'm just saying. That's neither here nor there. The problem is I'm not going to fall for Beast Reverse Jinx. I know that he's excited, and none of these Patriots fans think that this isn't going to work out because they think Bill Belichick, he's a master genius. If he brings in Cam Newton, the blessing is blessed, and he's going to come in with the dark arts and become an MVP all over again. That's not going to happen for him, unfortunately, because the MVP of this division is lefty Drew Brees, Tua Tagovailoa. Lefty Marino. The Hawaiian Cannon.
And I will not be muzzled like a mad dog.
So in any other circumstance that didn't involve your team,
Yeah.
if I were to spray this silly sauce at you, you would be yelling at the top of your lungs, he hasn't played it down yet. But
no.
because
No.
it's your guy. Oh no, don't try to be understanding now, you fraud. Don't try to be understanding
Why am I
now
a fraud?
and listening and trying to weigh the options like you've always done it. I'm fair. I weigh the options. I take the facts and I bring them in and I make a decision. Blah. Nonsense. I wipe that up like I wipe up Zeus's poop.
Zeus.
Wipe it up.
He's adorable.
That's nonsense. Come on. Like I am floored by the fact that you have a Super Bowl quarterback, an MVP, right? And I make both of them healthy, and you say you take the guy that never played it, that never thrown a pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought the Patriots were
Let me
tired
ask
of
you this.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
I thought that Bill Belichick was tired of having washed quarterbacks.
That's not the question.
I thought he was
You're
tired of it.
You're making this about
I thought
something
that he was-
else.
I thought he was trying to get to his own thing.
I don't care how the Patriots.
I'll tell
I
you what
don't
it
care
actually
how the
shows.
Patriots got here.
Oh,
I don't care how
you
they
don't?
got there. My question had to do with the quarterbacks only. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Well, how about this?
You know what? all the
let's get-
football guys that text me back,
Yeah.
right?
Who's the football guys?
Huh?
What do you mean the football guys?
Rashad,
Okay.
Keith Byers, right?
Uh-huh.
All the football guys go, how dare you insult Cam like that
With
by
this
putting
poll?
a guy who's never thrown it down. I know it.
That's because you have you football players. You have an innate bias against rookies. Like that's your thing. You guys are bathed in. I gotta see it. That's you.
Hey.
Let me do the impression of
Some people are even insulted by this. How's that a fair comparison? One was the league MVP and the other is Tua. Like, yeah. See, look, I thought this question would be so one-sided. I wanted to do it to just shut you up.
Right.
It's too close.
You're lucky you asked the question.
It's too close.
You're lucky you're asked the question. If I would ask the question, if it came from my account.
I know. That's what I try.
80-20.
Here's the problem.
80-20 for Tua.
Folks, let me explain something to you. The only reason why I put this poll on my Twitter is because the Fugazi poll question asker, Tobin is.
I'm not a Fugazi poll question asker.
He tweaks the question to put in certain words to lead you down a certain path.
It's not true.
Right, and then he goes back to the original question when he gives me the result.
I will not be muzzled.
Hell yeah. All right.
I will not be
be
muzzled.
muzzled like a mad dog.
Just goes up there, calls the city council pieces of crap. Calm down, man. Can I get that whole thing again, Robbie? I got to hear this guy. He's so upset about masks.
We are being
Bill.
lied to. Our freedoms are being taken forever, and I will not be muzzled like a mad dog. And I will not have my health destroyed because you idiots can't read truth. You go along with the lies that are the people who are trying to take down our freedoms and destroy our country. This is sick. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for being a part of this. And I will not be muzzled. And it's time for us to stand up for our freedoms. Because if we stand back and let these pieces of crap handle our freedoms, we will have nothing left. In fact, we'll end up being dead.
Amen.
Can I ask a question?
Amen.
Can I ask a question? If a guy is willing to go all out with an issue like mask, what is he doing about all the other issues?
Because
he came out pretty hard over mask. There's got to be some issues that he is just about blowing a gasket, right? I'd like to know what those issues are. I'd like to know how the city council is pieces of crap for making you wear a mask. What other issues you got? Right? That seems like, look, it's an important issue. But there are far bigger things going on in the world right now that you decided, when I heard this, I had to come to the city council and comment on it. Right? Like, holy smokes. If this got him that mad, what is he going to do when they cancel the McRib? Right.
You will not be muzzled. And it's time for us to stand up for our freedom. Because if we stand back and let these pieces of crap.
Wait, what is he going to do when he finds out the beaches are closed this weekend?
This is sick. This is sick. You've been ashamed of yourselves.
Like, ashamed. Wait, so the people sitting at that panel up there, the city council, should be ashamed that they ask you to wear your mask.
What if that guy's a big fan of our show? What if he's listening? St. Lucie ain't that far. It's not that far. We get 790 up in St. Lucie. What if that guy's listening and he goes, this guy thinks Cam Newton's better than Tua, he with a silly sauce, and I will not be muzzled. Buxton.